Hello guys, it's John from The Body Engineers, and in today's workout I've got a TRX full body workout. So these are some of my favorite TRX exercises that I like to use. Now in general there are some TRX exercises which I do not agree with, but some of the ones we're going to do today are actually pretty good for targeting specific areas, particularly if you don't have much equipment at home and all we've got is a TRX, and it's a pretty good option to do. So what we're going to do is 8 exercises. We're going to start with 30 seconds of work followed by 30 seconds of rest. So to start with, in the first round I'm going to explain the exercises as we're going along, and then for the next round then we're going to do a little bit longer work time. So we're going to do 45 seconds work followed by 15 seconds rest for the second round. So for the first round, what we're going to do is we're going to start with alternating reverse lunges. So I'm going to explain that just quickly now. So you're going to have the TRX strap in a mid-length position, and for some of the other exercises that we're going to do, you might want the strap in a short or long position. So just to change that, you just pull the buckle down and then just push up with the yellow tab. And then you do the same on the other side to get into a short position. And then if you want to get into a long position, you just push the buckles down and then fully extend it like that. So we're going to start with the straps in mid-length for the reverse lunge. So mid-length there. And then for the reverse lunge, what we're doing is you're just going to grab the handle with a few fingers, because you don't need this too much for support. This is more just for this is more of a kind of a warm-up exercise compared to some of the other exercises we're doing. So you just 2 fingers, make sure the feet are facing towards the anchor point, and then just stepping back, eye gaze up towards the anchor, and then stepping back to the other side. And then we're just going to do this a little bit faster than normal, just to get the body warmed up a little bit more. Now obviously you want to warm up a bit more before actually starting this workout, but that's what we're going to start with, is alternating reverse lunges. So we're going to start in a few seconds and let's go. So you're going to grab the TRX strap with a few fingers, as I said, step back, make sure your eye gaze is straight up, so you're leaning back as you push through the floor and then drive back up again. So as I said, this is just a bit more of a warm-up exercise, just to get the legs going a little bit. Then you're driving through the floor to try and activate the glutes. So we've got a few seconds and rest there. So then what we're going to do next is going to a TRX chest press. So you're going to bring the strap to long, turn around, straps over your shoulders, and then you're going to grab. So make sure that the strap and your arms are in line with each other. So then we're going to go out to the side, and then you're lowering yourself, but make sure your strap stays in contact with the forearm the whole time. That's really important. And then you bring them back together as you push up. So you're going down, squeeze the shoulders, and let's go. And then driving back up. So out to the side, squeeze, and then push up. Now if this is too hard, obviously you can become more upright and it makes it easier. The tricky bit with this exercise is allowing your body to go too low and then irritating your shoulder. You just really want to go until your shoulder blades come together, and then you're pushing back up. Now if you want to make it more challenging, then you can go into more of a horizontal position like that. Okay, and then we're going to do a TRX hip extension. So you're going to grab a mat, place it on the floor. Actually going to do it this way. And then you're going to want to keep the straps in a sort of mid-calf position. So you're going to bring them up a little bit, and then you grab the ankle straps like this, and then you just place it's a bit tricky to get it in position. So you just rock back and make sure that they get in position like that, starting with the legs 90 degrees. So hips directly underneath the knees, and then you're just driving up, extending the hip, and then back down again. So you want to ideally start with the feet directly underneath the ankle point as well. And you can have the arms out to the side, just for balance. And then you're just driving into the floor and then extending that way. Okay, and then following on from that, then we're going to go into a TRX row. So just place the mat to the side, Then you're going to bring this into mid-length. And then you're just going to grab, so you're going to get a bit of a squeeze in your back first, and then you're going to walk your feet forwards until you find it kind of hard to stay in that position. And then you're slowly going to lower yourself and then drive up, find that squeeze in between the shoulder blades, keep your elbows in against the body. This is more of a low row. And then pause, and then slowly back, up, hold it, slowly back, pause. That's it. A few more seconds. Pause and rest there. Then we're going to go into a TRX lunge. This is one of my favorite leg exercises for the TRX, but you have to have good balance with this. So if you find it hard to balance, then I'd recommend holding a pole or something, or have a chair by your side so you can keep that balance. Then you're going to grab the TRX like this, just grabbing with one hand, place it around your back, bring it in, and then step forward. So what we're doing with this is driving the back leg back, bring the arms out in front, and then you're driving up. So drive the suspended leg backwards, keep the knee over the foot, make sure it doesn't go backwards or too much forward, and driving through the floor. So back, pause, drive up. This can be quite challenging, so if it is, then either you could just go back to doing the reverse lunges or use support to make sure you're not wobbling around, because if you have bad balance with this, then it's better to do something where you have that control. So then you're going to do the other side. So just grab the other hand now, and then you're going to bring it around your back, and then you're bringing the front leg forward, driving back leg back, make sure the foot's straight ahead, knee stays over the foot, and then you're driving through the floor. So right back, push, push, that's it. Make sure the foot stays flat on the ground, you're leaning back with the upper body as well. Push. Good. That's it. A few more seconds. And rest there. And then we're going to go into a TRX Crunch. So what I'm going to use is some push-up handles with this, but you may not even need it, or you could use dumbbells instead. So this is a bit more tricky to get into position, so you're going to keep in this same length, so in a sort of mid-calf position. Then you're going to rock back and then place them over the top of your feet like that. Then you're going to turn around, and then you're going to get onto your knees like this. Hold the dumbbells or the push-up handles first. Get into a nice strong plank. So this might be challenging enough as it is. And then you're bringing the hips up, knees into chest. If holding the plank is hard enough as it is, then just hold this, squeeze the abs as hard as you can, and then you can just rest on the knees whenever you need to. Otherwise, you're going to go keep up, hips up, and then knees into chest. Try and find that squeeze in the abs, and then rest there. Okay, and then the last exercise is we're going to do the TRX Bicep Curl. So this one, same length. What you want to do with this is get into position with the arm first. So elbows up. Make sure that the strap, forearm, upper arm is in the same plane. And then walk the feet forwards. This is a really challenging exercise for the biceps. And you keep the elbow pits up, drive up, and then slowly extend yourself. What you want to make sure you do is you don't let the elbow drop and do it like this. You can do it like this, but it's a lot harder when you bring the elbows up as you curl. And you're keeping that tension in the strap the whole time. Never lose tension in the strap. And rest there. So that is the 8 exercises we're going to do. Have a little break for a few seconds, And then we're gonna go into the next round where we're gonna do 45 seconds for each exercise, followed by 15 seconds rest. So we're gonna step it up a little bit. I'll see you in a second. All right, guys, so for the second round, we're gonna do 45 seconds as I mentioned. So you ready? In 3, 2, 1, and let's go. So we're starting back onto reverse lunges. So it doesn't really matter too much about the length of this one. Just grab a few fingers, make sure the feet stay pointing straight ahead, and then we're going a little bit faster. So you can almost not fully extend the legs. Keep low so that you're keeping tension a bit more in the glutes. Keep the foot straight ahead towards the ankle point. A few more seconds. That's it. And then you could also just not use the TRX if you want for this one. Or use dumbbells as well. That's it. And rest there. So then we're gonna go into the TRX chest press in 5 seconds. So again, strap over the shoulders. You could bring your feet further back with this one. Make sure the strap is in line on touching your forearm and your upper arm. Just bring it out to the side. Make sure your hand doesn't go wider than your elbow. Squeeze the shoulders, drive back up. You could have your feet right back if you want to make it more challenging. And then just drive, squeeze the abs, nice and tight. Pause, and then drive back up. 10, 15 seconds. Good, squeeze the shoulders, push back, squeeze, push. And rest there. And then we're gonna go into the TRX hip thrust. So grab the mat, place it directly in front of the strap, lie on your back, grab just with a few fingers, hook the feet in, make sure your feet are directly underneath the ankle point, hands out to the side, drive the hip into the strap, extend. It's gonna feel quite intense on the hamstrings. And you will feel it in the glutes as well. So push, try and drive into the floor with the feet. You can use your elbows just to get a little bit more extension with this as well if you can't quite get that last bit. That's it. Good. Really feel this in the hamstrings. And rest there. And then we're going into the TRX row. So bring the mat to the side. You're gonna grab the TRX and then grab it with a few fingers. Walk the feet forwards. Make sure you got that squeeze in the back first, and then slowly extend. Drive up, squeeze the shoulders, and then down. Pause. Slowly back. Pause, and then if you want to make it harder, you can bring your feet forward, or you could even, if you want to make it really hard, you can do with your feet as far forward as you can. There, hold at the top, slowly back. Pause, slowly back. That's it. Good. And then we're going into the TRX Lunge. So make sure it's mid-calf, which it pretty much is for me. Then you're going to grab with one hand, just around the handles there, bring it around your back, put it into the opposite leg, whoops. And then bring the foot forward, and then you're driving the leg. It's actually getting in the way, the pole is getting in the way a little bit. Right back. So just make sure the knee doesn't go too far forward. You're keeping the foot flat on the ground, and then you're pushing through the floor. Strap needs to be a bit higher for me because the strut of the squat rack is getting in the way. Push. That's it. Burns. And rest. So switch sides. So I'm going to bring this a little bit higher. Make sure they're even. And then we're going to place on the other foot. Forget which side it is now. This side. So drive the leg back, arms in front, and then drive up. So make sure the foot's straight ahead, hip out to the side a little bit if you need. And then you're pushing through the floor. It should really fill in the glute here. Lean back. Keep the knee over the foot. You want to make sure you have the balance. If you don't, then just hold on to something with your arms, like a chair, or you could have a stick or something. That's it. Push through the floor. Good. And rest there. And then we're going into the crunch. So straight onto the floor. Grab the straps. You could twist them first, then place them over the feet, and then you're going to untwist them as you go around. And then grab some handles if you need to keep your wrists neutral. Make sure you're right in front of the anchor point. Up into a strong plank. And then hips up, knees into chest. So hips up, squeeze, keep the abs nice and tight. Hips a little bit. Drive the heels back as well, so you can feel those handles. So hips, hips, and then knees into chest. Ooh. A few more seconds. And rest there, so you can go on the knees, and then just get out of it. And then we've just got one more exercise, back to the bicep curl. So you're gonna make sure you get the arm in position first. So elbows up and then walk the feet forward. Extend, drive up, find that squeeze in the bicep. Pause, and then slowly down. Right up, hold, slowly back. This is quite intense in the bicep. If it's too hard, just bring the feet back a bit. And then you can just do it at an easier angle. Just make sure you're keeping tension. Don't lose tension in the strap. That's it. Pause. Slowly back. And rest there. Okay. Good job, guys. That's the end of this little sequence. So as I said, if you want to do another round, then just re-watch that second round, following with the 45 seconds work, 15 seconds rest. And please make sure to comment, like, and subscribe to this workout below. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you very soon.
The Body Engineers.